My first official writing vlog. I know it's been a long time coming, but here we are. You guys wanted all the updates on my book, so I'm here to give it to you with a little day in the life of a writer / entrepreneur. And I have a big announcement for you guys, so definitely make sure to stick around till the end of the video. So hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Megan, and here we talk about all things books, writing, grammar, and more. I upload videos every Tuesday with the possibility of bonus videos on Fridays, so make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Alright, so first things first today, I'm only about 50% of the way ready, so we're gonna go do my hair, do my makeup, and finish getting ready. So there's the look for today. Please don't judge my makeup technique too hard. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So if you do and you are cringing through that whole thing, here's my official apology to you. But now that I'm all ready, let's go back to my office and get into the video. I'm going to go over my calendar for the day, all of my to-dos, and just go from there. All right, so the first thing I have on my list today is to check my emails, so let's do that. Okay, so no business emails today, so we're going to check off email. Alright, so you guys have been wanting to know where my book, Queendom of Chaos, is in the publishing process, so let me give it to you. So right now, I'm in the process of finishing up self-edits. I only have about a week and a half left until I'm giving my manuscript to the editor. October 1st, we're doing several rounds of developmental and line editing. Then I have scheduled in January my copy editor, and then February 15th is my proofreader. So I'm definitely going to have the book all done sometime in February, but that doesn't mean it's going to be coming out in February. You know, there's still a lot I have to do. The cover, a bunch of marketing stuff. I've got to get my book blurb done, my author quote, my author photo. I need to send out ARCs at some point to all my fantastic beta readers, plus all my ARC readers, getting my ISBNs, collecting endorsements, getting the copyright, creating a press kit. I feel like that's going to take me a very long time to do. Get my proof copies, do a book trailer, and so much more is left to do. So I feel like I don't have a lot of time, but there is so much to do to get Queendom of Chaos ready for you guys. But that is the update for Queendom of Chaos. I have dates for you guys. February 15th is my proofreader, so you guys don't have to wait too much longer to read it. I'm going to have chapter 1 up on my website once I go through a couple rounds of editing, so make sure you guys stick around for that. I'll make the announcement when it's up. Alright, the next thing I have on my to-do list is to find an envelope because I had a request that I send someone a bunch of my business cards so they could hand them out. If you guys have not yet joined my Facebook group, then you haven't seen my business cards yet. I have 3 of them that I really love. So the first one, I think it shows pretty well my proofreading. This next one is definitely a little more businessy. And then the next one, I wanted to be a little flowery with it. So we have, I love my business cards. Once I do publish my first novel, I will definitely update my cards. I will probably have them as little bookmarks to give out to people. I think that's really fun and cute. They'd probably be double-sided with like the cover on the back. We'll see what we come up with, but for now, let's find an envelope. Success! Let's get this filled out and sent. It is all ready to go, so I'm going to put that in my pile over here to deal with and send off later. Today I was supposed to be doing some sample proofreading for a client, but they never actually ended up sending me the samples. So I'm going to reach out through email to them now and see if they're still interested in getting some samples proofread. Alright, the quick email to the client or prospective client is sent, so we are moving on to the next. Alright, so part of getting ready for my book launch is having my characters drawn out. I have a fantastic character artist who I found on Fiverr. So what I've been doing is he and I have been doing small batches of characters. I have about 12 or 13 that he's drawing out for me, and that would have been really expensive to do all at once. So I've been doing it in small batches, and I have the first 2 batches done, which means I have only 1 more. There's 3 more characters to do. So what I have to do is send him character profiles. What I will do is send some sort of visual of maybe kind of where to start, or someone who encapsulates something about the character, whether it's their smile, their eyes, whatever it is. Then I'll go through and I'll give him a lot of the personality traits about the character, how they hold themselves, what they do in their daily lives, their goals in life. He is fantastic in taking these notes that I give him on personality and really conveying it into the images. What I'm going to do now is get some character profiles done up, send them to him, and wait and see what he says. And he should have them done within the next couple of weeks. And when he's all done with that, I can start on the video to introduce you all to my characters. So that will be coming in the next few months. So definitely make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on these fantastic character art pieces. That took me about an hour to get those profiles up, so now I just need to send it to the artist. And send. So I just heard back from my character artist and he's going to get started right away, and I'm so excited to see these and share them all with you. Next up on my list is going to be critique partner work. I have several critique partners for my upcoming novel, the second book in the Chaos series. So since they've done work for me, now it's my turn to do the work for them. So I have a few that I need to get through, just a few chapters. This is going to definitely take up a good chunk of my time. I have one who's actually a beta reader from Queendom of Chaos, who they did my entire book first, and now I'm doing theirs. So I have a few chapters of that to do, and then I have, I think, 3 more critique partners to get through today. So this is going to definitely take up a good chunk of my time. What I'm looking for when I do critique partner work and swaps is basically any issues that I might find with the plot, or questions that arise, or things that just don't make sense. I always want to give questions to the author and see if they have any answers for that, and if they don't have an answer, then it's something that they need to address. If there's any spelling issues, like inconsistencies with names, or things that are hard to pronounce that I just have questions about. A lot of this is just questions from me to the author, but you'll also see I give a good amount of suggestions to the author as well on how they can fix things. I don't want to say, hey, this doesn't work, and then not offer a solution. Okay, I am super hungry, so we are going to walk through the house and get something to eat. I don't know what I have. We shall see. I'm thinking grapes for breakfast. I say breakfast, but it's 5:16 p.m. So I don't know what that meal that is. I'm not crazy. This is actually a normal time for me to be eating. We don't eat dinner until around midnight because my husband is on swing shift. So I'm on swing shift, which we really, really like. So we didn't even get up till around 1 p.m. today. We got to sleep probably 5. So, I mean, that's good. That's 8 hours of sleep. So that's normal. I mean, let's have some grapes and get back to work. Okay, I am all done with my critique partner and beta reading. That took a couple of hours. So now I am ready for a break. I am in the gym and we're gonna do a 10-minute walk. Now that I have finished with all my critique work, my emails, catching up with anyone who I need to in my publishing process, I'm going to get into the self-edits for Queendom of Chaos, since we are really closing in. Today is September 20th, so you guys will be seeing this on September 21st. October 1st, I have to have it to my editor. So here I go. I'm going to dive in and work on self-edits. When I do my self-edits, the things that I'm looking for are what my beta readers are telling me. So if there's any areas where they couldn't visualize well enough, or they were confused on a certain area, I go into there and I fix those questions that they had for me. I also will expand things if I think that they need to be expanded, or things that I just wasn't happy with. For instance, I had an idea at one point that there was something magical missing in a certain area, so now I have to go through the whole novel and add this one teeny little detail so it actually weaves throughout the novel and makes sense. I'm also going through and doing my best to do copy edits and proofreading so that these are not distracting to my editor, and they're not doing grammatical notes as much as they're giving me notes on my actual story. The less grammatical errors, the less distracting, and the more that they'll give me great notes on my story. I actually got through a good portion of my notes today. today. We are coming up on around 8 o'clock right now, so most of my sunlight is gone. I'm sorry. I have my lights going. Hopefully the lighting in here is good. But we are currently at 87,635 words for Queendom of Chaos. I know that's going to grow as I do have a few sections that I know I need to expand upon in the scenes that are going to be really, really great. So I'm not sure. I think we'll probably end up around 90,000 words, which is definitely a good length for a fantasy novel. For the rest of the day, I think I'm going to go through a few more of my notes, do some social media posting for my groups and Instagram and whatnot, so I have content for you guys coming. Probably add to my YouTube calendar so that I have content every week. I mean, I have not missed a week, but I want to make sure that I have things for the next few months already scheduled out for you guys. That will definitely take me up until probably 11 o'clock when I will start on dinner, and after that my husband will be home and I will be off for the day. So now that I have made it this far, I want to share with you guys the big announcement. So as you already know, I have book 1 in the Chaos series almost done. I've given you all those updates today. Book 2, we are about 12,000 words in, and I have early critique partners looking at those sections to tell me if I'm on the right track or not. I really hope and think I am. It's very, very exciting. I'm loving everything that's happening in the book. I love writing that book. But as I'm getting things done in the Queendom of Chaos book, I felt like I needed to take a little step back from the Chaos series and that world for a little bit. So the big news is I have actually started another novel. This book is not fantasy whatsoever. It is actually a romance novel, specifically a sports romance novel. For all of you who love baseball and falling in love, this book will definitely be for you. Baseball is my favorite sport, and I've always wanted to write a book like this. I will have more details coming out to you guys later when I'm further into the book. I'm about 8,500 words into that book. I don't think it'll be 90,000 words. I don't think it's going to be as long just because of the genre and things that I know that are happening in it. And please don't hold me to this. This is a goal I have. I have no idea how it's going to work with my schedule, but I would love it if this book were done and ready to be published by next Christmas. Like I said, that's my goal. We'll see if it's actually going to happen, but I'm really excited for this, and I'm so excited to share it with you all because it's something that I'm very passionate about. I'm definitely passionate about so many genres, not just the fantasy genre, and so I don't want to feel like I'm only able to be in that genre as an author. So yes, I'm going to be doing different sorts of genres. Like I've said before in other videos, I would love to write a children's novel or a lot of children's novels. I'd love to maybe write mid-grade fantasy, sci-fi, romance. I'd love to do some sort of mystery or horror or something at some point. I have so many different ideas that I would love to get to, and I would like to work on them at the same time so I can release different sorts of genres at different times. I hope that's not too confusing. I'll definitely have different pen names on each of the books so you know exactly what genre I'm coming out with, but I will be consistently releasing different novels at different times. So you're not gonna have to wait a ton of time for the next fantasy book to come out while I'm writing romance. I'm going to be writing them simultaneously, if that makes sense. So when my fantasy series is with someone else, I'll be working on the romance series and vice versa. I think it'll be really helpful for me to release books a little bit quicker and get you guys the novels and the stories that you really want to read from me, whether you're a fan of my fantasy or romance or whatever genre. Thank you so much for bearing with me on my first writing vlog. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to let me know in the comments. If you like this sort of content, I definitely want to make the content that you guys love to watch, so please make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more bookish and writing related videos. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.